Hello, so what a beautiful day it is today. I'm just potting on some oak leaf lettuces and yeah, it's absolutely a stunning day compared to the last video. The sun is out, the pond is having a nice trickling noise and everything is in full bloom. The flowers now are going galore, but today it's going to be a nice day, so I'm going to take advantage of it and I'm going to show you around the garden. The Grapevine garden has had a good old overhaul and weeding, but everything is looking hunky-dory. So I've already had a good sort out the shed. I pulled everything out and made sure that's nice and tidy, get all the pots ready, and it won't be long before I'll be washing all those, leaving them to dry, ready for next year. So there's always little jobs to do, but today the sun is out, everything's been watered and fed, so it's just a nice leisurely day, and I'm just doing fun jobs today, and I highly recommend you do the same. Don't spend those hot, bright days on weeding. Use those for the overcast days. So there is loads to do, but as usual, there is those main jobs that I need to prioritize, and they are the berries. So the black currants, the red currants, the white currants, the jostaberries, and everything else in between. I've got mulberries as well. So I want to harvest all those. They're all ripe now. I haven't got enough to do a large amount of jams, so I think I'm going to put them all together and have a mixed summer berry jam. So a new plot holder to the site has contacted me and said that they've got some nice established flower bushes on their plot and they don't want them on there. They want to focus on fruit and veg because they've got quite a small plot and they don't want all these big flower bushes taking over the plot. So I've said I'll take them off their hands gladly. I'll introduce them to the fig and olive plot. So let's go down there with my little truck and let's see what they're going to give me. So this is quite exciting because I don't actually know what I'm being given. So she did show me a few photographs and she also showed me a little clip as well of things I can take. So we'll pop down here now and then I've got my spade and we'll dig them up and hopefully this will be their new home. This is what I love about allotment life, is that, you know, early in the season I gave her some cabbages and now in return she's given me some plants. So, you know, everything, all kindness is always repaid and in a good way, you know, in a nice way. And that's what I love, is that, you know, you don't have to do it to receive something, but, you know, there's a nice community here. So there's some lavender here and the bees are buzzing around them, and also a few plants at the back here that she said I can have as well. So I'll take them up now and hopefully they'll survive, but they're going to be dug up either way, so hopefully I can give them a good home. Well, that's a nice surprise. I got two French lavenders that are quite established. I hope they'll survive. And I also got a Pyrrhus mountain fire, which has still got the tag on it. And also another one here, another little shrub. So we'll pop these in, I think, down in this archway here, you know, that I started building. And then we'll bark it up, mulch it up. And hopefully this will be a nice another corner of flowers. How lovely does this look now? Nice and full, with all these free shrubs that was given to me. I love the fact that the French lavender's at the back and then all these at the front. I think it'll fill out in the next year or two. I think that looks absolutely fantastic. So all the lettuces now are all transplanted in. I think that's more than enough for a nice summer crop, but I've still got plenty left over, so I'm sure I'll donate them to other plot holders. Now, the app told me this was French lavender, but after speaking to Will at the Flying Gardener, and I gotta be honest, he's much better at knowing flowers than me. Like, honestly, I'm more of a runner bean and lettuce and cabbage kind of guy, but he knows his stuff. So go take a look at his channel, The Flying Gardener. I'll put a link in the description for his channel, but he says this: these are definitely English lavender, which is even better because French lavender doesn't seem to last over the winter. So at least I know that this will come back year after year after year. But I think it looks fantastic. I will fill this, like I mentioned, now with some more soil and then some bark on the top to mulch it, but another addition that I love. While we're on the subject, look at all these flowers now. It's all dotted around this bed, in between all the beans and also the celery at the back. Now a little update with the moles. Are they working, those little buzzy things, you know, those buzzy stake things? I don't know. But I tell you one thing they are doing, they're driving me bloody crazy. I was planting over on this area and I heard all this buzzing, and I got up and started looking around looking for bees, and I ran in the polytunnel, and it turns out it was these. They were all in sync, happened to be at that time. Hear them now, I don't know if you can hear that, but the only thing is they're getting quite irritating. Like every 10 seconds or so, wherever I am on this plot, I hear bzzz. So either the moles are coming near them or it's the vibrations of me walking around. So I don't know how long I can put up with these blooming stakes. So, but at the moment I've not seen any new mole hills, so fingers crossed they're gone, or they're just having a break. I must be going crazy as well because I'm already planning for next year. I don't know if you're doing that as well, where you're thinking, you know, I'm thinking ahead. I'm already planning on my seed order for next year and what I'll need, what I'm going to move, what I'm going to change, new beds for this plot. So yeah, the fig and olive's going to have a little bit of a change as well, but so is the grapevine garden, as I mentioned. I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go live in a few weeks time. So if you want me to go live, let me know, pop it in the description, pop it in the comments below. And yeah, it'd be nice to have a little catch up with everyone, go through all my plans, because both plots, this one's not changing much because I love the design of this, but the grapevine garden, oh my God, I am pouring in 1000% more energy and work into that. And I'm crazy for doing it, but I'm excited about what I was going to become because it's going to be wild. So the runner beans are going quick and fast now. I mean, look at this. We've still got piles here, and I need to do a little harvest today for my tea. But this plant outside here has been an absolute success so far. And I've only touched the grapevine garden one once or twice. They're not doing as well this year. And again, I don't know if it's the soil. After this season, I'm gonna really look into the soil at the grapevine garden at the top, because that's twice now that the runner beans have taken the time. They catch up, but they're always lagging behind everyone else's down there, and I don't know why. Like, do you notice that sometimes on your plots and your gardens that next doors, some things look so much better than yours, and yet you plant them the same time, and yeah, sometimes it don't make sense, don't you? We all get that little bit of garden envy now and again, don't we? So yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that as well. So another thing I've added on my list of jobs is to check the soil down there and just hope that the environment is right for them, because yeah, I love runner beans, and I'm glad that I've got these ones just to keep me going for now. And one thing I want to talk about as well is that my birthday is coming up end of July. So I'm already thinking, what do I need for my birthday? Like, what present, what can I have? And you know what I'm like, I love to shop, and especially for the garden. So if you've got anything that you think would be the perfect gift for me, pop it in the comments, because I'm struggling to find something that I think would benefit this plot or the grapevine garden for my birthday. So pop it in the comments below what you think, what can I have for my birthday this year that will benefit the plot. So help me out here, because I like to shop, the type of stuff I like. So pop it in there, give me some ideas of what I can get for a good gardening gift for myself. Also, there's something that might be happening as well in the future, and well, here's happening, but yeah, so I might be starting another channel. I'll still be doing this channel, don't worry, but I'm in the process of looking for a camper van or van to renovate and do up and have all the solar power in there and all the knowledge that I've gained from having my sheds on the plots and at home. So I'm hoping to renovate that. So if you want to subscribe to that, I'll be starting that in the next couple of weeks. I'll let you know on the channel anyway. But if you want to keep tracks on me on another format, then you can, because I'll be doing that up, traveling around the UK as well. I'll still be on my plots, don't worry. But yeah, that's going to be a new thing that I'm going to be starting. And I mean, it's not like I haven't got enough to do as it is, but I thought, those extra 6 hours that I got spare in my week, why don't I renovate a camper van? So the idea as well is that once I've renovated it, and I'm going to go around all the coastal areas and have holidays as well, but I'm also going to travel around gardens all around the UK, and private gardens, and manor houses and things like that. So it means that I can show you all those gardens as well. So if you are my American or my international viewers, then you get to see all the British gardens that we've got over here as well. So that's something I want to add, but I'll probably put that on this channel if I go to those gardens rather than the camp, or maybe both, I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking, should I start another channel? I'm crazy, right? I know I'm crazy. Like, I'm absolutely crazy. If only I could grow parsnips like I grow dandelions. So in this jungle of spring onions, I've decided to sow some carrots here as well, and the sun gets on them in the evening, so it will have some sunlight, and I'm hoping that I'll have some baby carrots at the end of the season. We'll see. It's not going to happen, is it? I mean, I cannot grow carrots for but the carrots in the buckets, they have been a pure success, so I'm going to carry on doing that, I think. But for now, I'm going to try and sow some in the ground again, because that's what all professional YouTube gardeners do, right? If you remember, a few weeks ago, Amber and Robin, my nieces, visited the plot and they did some gardening. Well, they took home 2 sacks of potatoes so that they can grow some at home as well. And I also bought Amber a greenhouse for her birthday, so she's been doing loads of gardening. So here's a little update of how Amber's been going on with her growing and sowing and also eating. Yeah. Well done, Amber Ray. So you finally had your first gardening harvest, and I'm sure that tasted delightful. You should have invited me around as well for lunch. To be fair, I am supposed to be your favourite uncle. So yeah, I'm sure they enjoyed that. But it's nice to share. It's nice to share some of the stuff that I started off here, the potato buckets, and they managed to take some home and have a nice harvest from them as well. So this is the first for me. I'm going to do a sneak peek of what's coming up next week. So next week is going to be all solar power, powering your shed, powering your greenhouse, powering your polytunnel, you name it. That's going to be covered on that video. So it's going to be a good video. I've been asked and asked for 2 years, can you focus on that? And I'm finally going to be showing you how I put power in that shed, and I'm going to show you more than one way. I'm going to show you some easy ways, some moderately hard ways, and also some medium ways as well. So there's going to be a few versions that you might want to adapt to your building. So stay tuned for that. And if there's any questions or anything you kind of want to know or you want featured in the video, pop it in the comments today, and then by next week I'll know what I can film, and then I'll try and incorporate that into the video. I'm Danny, and this is the Grapevine Garden.